welcome to my garden in the front yard. My name is Terry and I live in Colwood, which is a small city just outside of Victoria, British Columbia, Canada.
Yep.
It's rather a sunny day here, so I'm going to slip on my sunglasses so I can see something. So my video today is about what we replaced. We had a 91 feet of Laurel Hedge that wrapped around our yard here, and after 40 years of my husband Allan having to trim it with the help of our children when they lived at home, he finally was done, and we replaced it with this concrete fence. So what I'd like to show you today is the process that we went through to do that. And because it's only it's sunny, beautifully and sunny, but it's only going to get up to about 7 or 8 Celsius. So we're going to go inside. I'm going to show you pictures of the process that we did, replacing the Laurel Hedge, ripping it out and replacing it, and we'll walk you through it that way. Okay, thanks. Wow, with the wind chill, it felt like it was 3 Celsius outside. Anyway, as you can see from these pictures taken on April the 4th of 2019, the hedge ran right alongside the property line, and taking it out and replacing it with a fence gave us back about 4 feet of the yard inside, which made for being able to put in some really nice flower beds all around inside there. The first order of business was to have the hedge removed, and we chose black and yellow excavating to take care of that. The owner, Derek, got started the next day after I took those pictures, actually, and he did a fantastic job. We expected that some of the roots might pull up in the in-ground sprinkler system, which did happen, and Derek made sure to fix them all before he left, and it turned out beautifully nice and ready for the new fence. Then it was time to call Tower Fence Products and get the new concrete fence that looks really a lot like stone measured and ordered. We'd already decided on the height, style, and color before we removed the Laurel Hedge, and from the ordering to the actual date of installation took about 4.5 months. Then 2 days to dig the holes and cement in the posts, and then several days later to come back for a few days and install the cement boards. But the wait was worth it. By the beginning of September, we were ready to have the Allan Block flower and vegetable beds installed by our son Jeff, who, by the way, had never worked with Allan Block before, so it was a learning curve for all of us. Thanks, Jeff. And also, by the way, did you notice the pallets of Allan Block had been delivered and dropped off in the front yard after the hedge removal and before we installed the fence? That saved our backs unnecessary strain, and we were very thankful that we thought to do that. Next up, before the end of September of 2019, we had the sprinklers installed, and luckily, our system had 9 zones and we were only using 8. After all that was done, we decided to take a break and work on getting rid of our grub problem over the winter before filling the beds with soil. The raccoons seemed to have moved on since all of our old front grass had now been removed, and this damage that's shown in these pictures was done over the July 1st weekend when we'd been away. They didn't seem to care that the hedge had been removed and everyone could now see them ripping up the grass looking for grubs. Lastly, in April of 2020, 1 year from the start of this project, we had Evergreen Industries, better known to us locals as Alpine Slinger, bring in and sling in 10 yards of garden mixed compost right to the top of the Allan Block. This allowed for settling, which it did to exactly the depth we wanted it after some watering, and then I was ready to dig in and start planting. So in conclusion, we love this fence. There's no more hedge trimming to be done, wood that's going to rot that has to be replaced in a few years, and no painting. It wasn't cheap, though. just over $10,000 for the fence itself, and by the end of the project, the total came in just over $14,000, not including plants that I had already had, a lot of them in the backyard to be moved. So anyway, time to go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care and stay safe.